It's a pleasure having you guys here. How are you doing today? I can see we have a few people that have joined now. Awotu Emmanuel, Toby Okunoga, and Stephen Ojo. Stephen Ojo just signed out. I'm not sure. Some of us might be having some little internet issues. As we always say, in Nigeria, we don't have the best internet, so it's advisable that we have more than one, especially based on the business that we're doing. We wouldn't want to place a trade and then we haven't set stop loss, and before you know it, our internet decides to misbehave, right? Obviously. So I won't obviously be advising you on the providers to make use of. It depends on your area. It depends on a few other things, right? Thank you. Awotu Emmanuel said, Frusa. Yes, indeed, right? So, what we're going to be doing today, what we're going to be discussing today is more of like a market review. We're going to be looking at the business trading so far for this week is more or less like a market roundup, right? So first of all, I would really love for more people to be here because this is meant to be a bit of interactive session. So I would ask these questions, and of course, when more people join, I might have to repeat that again because I want to get we want to get a better feel of how the trading was for everybody because 10 trade, we want to know how to help you out, right? A lot of us have been having a lot of trading issues. There's a survey that is being conducted, is being carried out, and a few of you have been helpful in answering. I will try and drop the link also as we proceed with the session for today as well. But so far so good with the review. We've noticed that more or less the same issue that most traders are having, right? Where some traders are saying they're having issues with probably like the likes of stop loss. They're having issues with respect to patience, right? There's some things that we cannot, you know, um, directly teach or explain. Like patience, when it comes to patience, how do you teach someone to be patient? The only thing we can do is to recommend some things that you include into your trading plan that would help you to work on that level of patience. Because if we say, hey, trade just one currency pair, trade just one instrument, which obviously is in your trading plan, right? You will notice that even with one instrument, one currency pair, some traders might even still be taking 20 trades, 30 trades at the same time, right? But then with the plan that we would help you with, where we'll give you the currency pair, the time frame, the number of bullets being number of trades to take per day. Now that one is going to easily work on your patience because by the time we tell you, look, don't take more than 2-3 trades in a day, then you already know you cannot place too many trades automatically. So you also know that you've solved the issue of over trading, number one, and then you've also solved the issue of patience because before you place any trade, you're going to wait and wait and wait for the best of the best trade to come your way before you jump in, right? So the things that 10 trade can help you, I would, help you to adjust to change that your mindset, your mentality, your attitude to the business, and then you start to see things start to improve. I can see a comment coming in from Awotu Emmanuel. Let me quickly read this. As we said, it's meant to be more of an interactive session. We'll do a roundup. I'll give you one or two things about how the trading was for us, and then how you can also benefit from, trading successfully, profitably on a weekly basis. Weekly, not daily, right? Because you might not necessarily find trades every week. You might find trades weekly, hopefully, right? Because it depends on the market as well. So Awotu Emmanuel said, yeah, currently my prop firm phase one that was trading to pass the phase one. Oh, please, maybe full stop, full stop would be good so that I can read it properly and understand properly as well. He said, yeah, currently my prop firm phase one that I was trading to pass the phase one this week took the profit I made last week. Oh, and this week trades hunted stop loss and moved like GU and AU. Oh, it gave me minus 400 on my prop firm 10K account. Oh, you had a loss negative. If I'm understanding what you just said, okay, we could address this. You know, the prop firm basically they give you funds, and as we have been saying for a while now, 10Trade is not like any other broker because 10Trade has the funded program that you can benefit from, meaning that you can get good funds to trade with under 10Trade, right? So these are things that you could, benefit from under the roof of 10Trade. We'll give you more information on that. We normally run sessions strictly on that to give you all the information on the different ways to make money from the business. You can make money from the likes of the funded trader program that I mentioned now, partnership, and even copy trading. We have copy trading as a fund manager, copy trading as an investor. We even have copy trading as an agent, right? So there are a lot of benefits to trading with 10Trade, right? So if you have any other thing to say about that, maybe we could look into it. Maybe a particular trade that you took this week that you want us to look at, you could mention it, and then also mention the time frame as well, and we'll look at it together, right? That's the essence of this roundup. I'm supposed to look at how the market was, but by the time you look at how the market was, it can easily help us to trade better against next week, against next month, against next year, and so on. It's all about improving on what we're doing at the end of the day, right? Very key, very, very important. So I want to say welcome to those that are just joining us. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Since some of us, the internet is still going in and out, but all the same, welcome to everybody. It's a pleasure having you here. My name is Tolu of 10Trade, just in case you are not familiar with myself. I know Awoto Emmanuel. It seems like this is the first time I'm seeing your name. My name is Tolu of 10Trade. And a quick disclaimer for everybody. What we're going to be doing today is a roundup. So you might look at it as a form of hindsight that has already occurred. But on our Signals Telegram group, we try to drop charts, to try to drop signals, right, where you can obviously see the before and then the after. So you will know that what we do is not child's play. What we do, there's nothing like faking anything. We drop the chart before and we drop the updates for you to see how it worked, right? So by the time you hopefully join the Signals group, you'll see the chart that we posted, and then you see the timing of the chart, or the timing when we drop the charts, and then the update timing as well. Hope you understand that. So also, please note as a disclaimer, the business of trading the financial market carries a high level of risk, as it's a leverage market, it's a leverage business. So always ensure to protect your account accordingly, right? And you could easily lose a lot of funds. On the flip side, you could also make a lot of money as well. But account protection is key, is very, very important that we take note of that. So the outcome of what we're doing today is to rub minds on the trading for this week from your own perspective, from our own perspective, and see how we can, help you to improve. At the end of the day, the main reason why you are trading is for financial freedom. Financial freedom is something that a lot of traders do not understand. A lot of people do not understand the aspect of financial freedom. There are two things when it comes to financial freedom. There is the aspect of finances and then the aspect of time. A lot of people, not even traders, a lot of people, they're probably good to go, comfortable when it comes to finances because they're working a lot. They're not just working 9 to 5, which is 8 hours, they're working even weekends over time, and they're making good money. But as they're making good money, they don't have the time to spend it as such. So this business of trading, what we are going to help you to do is to get that financial freedom based on the finances and the time. Sorry, my voice is a bit rough. I'm not really sure why. I think it's because of the weather where I am. Sorry about that. But let's continue. And don't forget, guys, if you have any question, feel free to ask. More people are joining us. Awesome. So now we're going to look at a few charts. I'm going to run you through like what we have right in front of us, the Euro USD. We're going to run you through a few of the charts we looked at this week. I can run you through some of the trades I took, some of the trades I missed, because I missed a few trades yesterday, Thursday especially. And I won't say it was painful, it's part of the business, right? But one thing that always puts a smile on our face is when you conduct your analysis and it comes correct, whether you are in the trade or you are not with the trade. That's the major reason for this market review, right? So we'll just do a wrap up. Today is Friday, TGIF. It's after 8 p.m. The market is going to be rounding up within the next approximately 3 hours or so. And then, of course, I don't think anybody's placing any new trades by this time, right? I strongly don't believe that. Am I correct? Is anybody placing any trade now? Let me get a little feedback from you guys. Is anybody placing any trade around this time? It's after 8 p.m. I used to joke with a few traders, and then we used to say, if the market was opened like on Saturday, Sunday, like on Sunday, while some people are in church and then they're praying, saying amen, amen. Next, you just have some people's phone doing the maybe alert, somebody places the trade. Bah! You know those sounds that normally occur when you place a trade and so on. You most likely will be hearing that, right? So that means that some people can trade 24 hours, right? Okay. And Solomon Musa said, yes, you're placing a trade now, or you're placing trades now. If that is what you mean, well, I don't know what to say other than best of luck, but we have to advise you accordingly. You know, when it comes to placing a trade, especially very close to the end, listen to this carefully, everybody. When it comes to placing a trade very close to the end of the market week, it's not advisable for one major reason. I'll just give you this reason and then we'll continue. Because of what we call gaps, right? You know, you could place a trade now, which is like roughly 3 hours to the end of the week, trading week. And then you place a trade now, you place your stop loss. Only for Sunday market open, there is a gap in the market. What is a gap? A gap is from the Friday close, where the market closed, the price in which where the market closed on Friday, opening on Sunday, price opens at another level. So you see that empty space. I'm sure some of you must have seen this, noticed this before. That is a gap. And when you have that gap, right, when you have that gap in the market, right, and if it's against you and it goes past your stop loss, it won't honor where your stop loss was. That stop loss will get triggered at the new available price, which is a Sunday market open, the gap, and you can easily lose more, right? I just said, let's just explain that to like Solomon Musa that said yes, right? And the Christian said no, and then Awotu Emmanuel said no, sir, and they're laughing. Okay, okay, sorry. I'm just scrolling down. I'm just scrolling down and seeing more information. So Solomon Musa said, I have been in it since 5 p.m. 5 p.m. Okay, let's help you out. Let's investigate further. Now, as you have been in that trade since 5 p.m., I want to ask you this quick question, right? As you've been in that trade since 5 p.m., is it in profit now? Are you in profit? Is it at a place where you could tidy up the trade, where you could probably adjust your stop loss? Is it at a place where you could adjust your stop loss maybe to protect your account, or maybe you could even do partial close, right? Because another thing you need to understand is trade management. How do you manage your trades? That's something that's also very key, very, very important. Okay, that's answer Mr. Solomon. And let me see. Okay, and Christian said, better close it because market is closing soon. No, not necessarily. Don't get me wrong. Christian Onyekwere, it doesn't mean you should close it now because the market is closing soon. No. You must weigh out your options. First of all, the trade you took, what time frame? Was it a scalp? If it's a scalp, obviously you know you're going to close it fast. Was it an intraday trade and so on? Or is it a swing trade? Is it a position trade? We hardly have position traders. It's more of swing traders and well, swing intraday and scalpers, right? Swing is the highest traders that you would see out there. Those are the ones that could hold trades for some days or for a few weeks. Position hold trades for months and even years, right? So it depends on how your trading is so far. Okay, you said in profit, good. So you've placed the trade is in profit. The next thing for you to do is to manage it appropriately, right? So if you want to discuss that, let us know, maybe the instrument, and we can look at it together, and we could all come to a consensus of maybe what, not really the best thing to do, but maybe options, because everything is all about options at the end of the day. Now, looking at this chart that we have in front of us, the Euro USD. If you look at this Euro USD for a while now, it has been dropping, it has been to the downside. And then we have been saying something very unique. We've been talking about the fact that the dollar has been gaining strength of late. The dollar has been bullish of late. And as it has been bullish of late, that's giving us that idea that if the dollar continues to gain strength, then Euro USD should be what? Should be looking forward to more down moves. And this is what we have in front of us, right? So it's a no-brainer, first of all, that this chart that we have in front of us is a bearish trend, right? Now, as it's a bearish trend, and with all the news that we had that came out this week, because one thing we always say, if you've been following us for a while, you know we are very strong when it comes to checking the calendar, right? Checking news, right? To find out, oh, what's happening today and so on. And when it comes to the news, right? When it comes to the news, we normally check the likes of our forest factory, right? The calendar for the week, not even just for the day. Sorry, I can see some comments. I'm going to scroll down and probably read them out and all. But I just want to just address this, how you should be looking at the markets from the beginning and then towards the end of the week. You can see the calendar over here that we need to be following on the regular. This is the first thing that we always do. And we try to merge it. I repeat, we try to merge it with what? With our charts, right? And then I'll show you something quickly that maybe you could look at it on your own as well. On Tuesday, because we're looking at Euro USD, right? Monday, there was no data, there was no news that came out on Tuesday for any instrument, any pair whatsoever, currency whatsoever, sorry. And if you look at it, for that Euro USD we're looking at now, on Monday, Monday there was nothing. Tuesday, we had USD, right? And this USD came out at 3:45 p.m. Nigerian time, the flash services PMI. And the outcome was green, which is good. So we should be buying the USD. So when it comes to Euro USD, sorry, let me just write EU. When it comes to Euro USD, it's now a thing of selling, right? Now, this is based on our pairing, how you're pairing Euro and USD together. If you don't know how to pair two currencies together, then we would advise you to attend the beginner's workshop where we run you through all of this, right? So when you pair the two together, Euro and USD, don't forget you got information telling you to buy the dollar. That means that at that point in time, it's a sell you're going to be clicking on for Euro USD. So if you go over to your chart at Tuesday, right, on Tuesday from that 3:45, let's just say around 4 p.m. If we cross over to the chart, then you could see what we had. Remember, this is market roundup. We're looking at what the market did the week. Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken, was 21st. Let me confirm that. Yeah, Tuesday was 21st. And 21st of February. Now, let's put up the separator. This is a separator over here. And separator simply, you can see these vertical lines over here. Let me just do some writing here for you so you understand better. This vertical line here, this in between here is for Friday. So this is the data for Friday. This is for Thursday. Let me put T here for Thursday. This is for Wednesday. And then this is for Tuesday. And this is Monday. So Monday is when the market opened for the week. And I can just draw our own vertical line here and then knock off these ones that we have. So this is where the market started for the week, as we can see, right? So we can do some further investigation on this. Okay, sorry, let me put up the vertical lines again. We need them for Tuesday. So this is what's over here, Tuesday. You can see from here, this is Tuesday. From Tuesday, this was what actually set up the down move, right? This was what set up the down move. From this Tuesday, you'll notice something. This big candle was from the news that we looked at now. It's from the news that we looked at now that was telling us to sell the Euro USD. So this was the move that started the week for Euro USD. Now, this move, you can as well use it to check on other currency pairs that have the USD inside. Now, I want to stop and I want to ask you guys a quick question. Do you understand what we have just shown you now? I hope it's making a bit of a sense. I hope it's making value. Now, even if it's not making too much sense now, right? One thing I would also state is that stick around. 10 Trade is here for the long haul. We're not here for the day or the week or the month. We're here for the long haul. That means that we're here for the long haul. You continue to learn. And as you continue to learn, you continue to grow. It's just like riding a bicycle. You will not learn how to ride a bicycle within 1 day or 2 days, but you get better with it. Sorry about that. Sorry about the English. You get better with each passing day. So quickly, is it making sense so far, so good, what we're looking at now with respect to the roundup with the market review of what happened this week? I'm going to show you some other things. I'll show you one or two instruments that I took personally, and they were posted on the Signals group, posted the chart, so you see the before and then even the after, right? Okay, let me just scroll down now and so Musa said in profit, will adjust my stop loss appropriately. Okay, you said USD card. Short-term counter trend move. Okay. So are you a counter trend trader or a trend trader, or you do both? Because it says short-term counter trend move. Interesting. Okay, thank you for that information. Maybe we'll try to look into that and also let us know the time frame. But quickly now, we need your feedback. What we have shown you now from the week, what happened during this week, is it making sense? Is it making a bit of a sense? You know, we are combining the fundamentals and also the technicals together. And then, excuse me, this weather. And then we always say that the combination of the two carries much weight than just looking at only one, right? I would always say, do not try to place trades using only the fundamentals. For the fundamentals, the market could go either way. But technicals, it has to do with like the trend and some other factors with the trend against the trend and other things like that. And then when you combine it with the fundamentals, it's absolutely powerful. Okay, Mr. Solomon Musa said 1 hour time frame. It seems it's only Mr. Solomon Musa that has been replying. I'm not sure whether we should close this and just have a chat with only Mr. Solomon Musa. We asked a question, but nobody seems to be answering, right? We said something that, is it making sense? Is it making a bit of a sense? So far, so good, based on what we're talking about. This is only Euro USD. I'm going to show you some other things, one or two trades that I took personally, and even what we're looking at going into next week as well, right? So we're giving you this in little doses of what we did and what we're expecting next week, and so on. How to look at the market basically, that should help you for next week's trading, right? Okay, let me ask this question. Please, can you hear me? This will determine whether truly some people are still here with me. Can you hear me? I want to know whether the audio is still good to go or whether I'm talking to myself. So I'll know whether I should ask any specific question or just dish out the information that we have for you and then call it a day, right? Many are called, you know the rest. Okay, thank you. I can see Toby Okunuga said yes, thank you. Joshua said crystal clear. Solomon Musa said yes, yeah. Okay, now you guys are replying, right? I'm not sure why you are not replying to the other questions or whether it's making sense, but with respect to you hearing me, it is clear, crystal clear, no problem. Let's continue, and we do hope that it's making sense, right? Good. So this is how the week played out for Euro USD. And you can as well check this one out for other currency pairs as well. Let me just clean this up and then let's see a few other currency pairs that happened this week. And then we'll see how, things shaped up and how we can help us for next week as well. Now I'm going to show you one of the currency pairs that I took this week personally, and that was GBP USD. It was posted in the Signals group as well, the before and even the after. And I even looked at the after, even after my after. I'm going to explain now. So GBP USD, because of the dollar strength, right? If you check now, let me show you guys something. Let me just do a quick marking here for you. I'm going to show you guys something, right? Okay, sorry, I think I've already done that earlier. I'm going to show you something very powerful. This is the same Euro USD. This vertical line is separating the information for this week, right? The vertical line is separating information for this week. So from here to here, this is what we had this week. And you can see that the market did what? It just went down. For this week, it was down this week, right? So now let's do something. For this week, Because the dollar was strong this week, let's look at what we had for GBP USD. GBP USD, can you see? It was down eventually. AUD USD. Please, you should remember how to do your currency pairing, how to pair one currency against another. It will help you out with the direction and all. We do that in the beginner session. So if you're not clear on what we're explaining now, right, please attend the beginners that's being conducted every week, right? This is AUD USD. It is down because USD is the what? Is the second currency, right? Remember, the USD is strong or was strong this week. So that means that anything that has to do with USD being the second currency, the trend should be down. So NZD USD, if I drag it inside, it is down as well. But when it comes to USD CHF, what do we expect? Is it down or up? Now you can see that USD is the first currency and we're supposed to be buying. So that means that it should be what? It should be up. So I'm dragging it in. By the time I release my finger, it gives us the information of USD CHF. You can see USD CHF straight up and USD JPY too, if you look at it as well, straight up as well. USD CAD, this USD CAD that Mr. Solomon said is in. So if I release my finger now, USD CAD should also be up. Can you see USD CAD should be up? And then he hasn't mentioned the time frame. I can see there's some comments, but I've not scrolled down. He hasn't mentioned the time frame to the best of my knowledge. But looking at it from this 1 hour time frame, this is for me a very good time frame for day traders. Looking at it from this time frame, most likely he must have entered around here. Hopefully, since he said it's a counter trend move, right? And then he's in profit. So that means that he enters somewhere around here. Good. We'll look at that. Gold, XAU USD. Gold should also be what? Because gold USD is the second position. It should be what? It should be down. Can you see? What about Bitcoin? Bitcoin, funny enough, you can see where the USD is. It should be down as well. So this is going to give you a good enough idea based on the direction, because everything has to do with direction at the end of the day. It's directional bias. Okay, let me scroll down. Okay, Mr. Solomon Musa said 1 hour. You can see that was even the 1 hour time frame we're looking at. So Toby Okunuga said yes, thank you. Joshua said clear, crystal clear. Thank you guys, thank you. Your feedback is always good. I will to Emmanuel said we can always check GU. Okay, I'll check GU. I'm going to check GU and show you the trade I took, how we took it and all. I can see some other people commenting AED, USD, gold. So we'll look at them as well. Okay, and so Stephen just said, so I learned that the reason why the market keeps hitting my stop loss and starts going in my favor is liquidity. Can you talk more about that? I will talk about that in a second, but first of all, what is the definition of liquidity? What do you understand by liquidity? If you can help us out with that. What do you understand by liquidity? So if you can give me your own thought process, don't worry if you don't fully understand, right? We would help you out. If you can give us your own thought process on what you believe liquidity is, then we'll take it up from there. I'm just going to show you like the trades I took. I think I was about to show you the GU, right? This is it. And you can see the arrows, the second arrow here, this first arrow here. If you look very well, you can see some specific candles that you could have used as your trigger, right? You know, you must always have a trigger, a reason for entering at this level or at that level, right? So that's my trigger there. And then let me turn off this auto scroll, because if I try to move to the left-hand side, it keeps on going back to the present information. So I want to turn it off so I can move back and show you the reason why I jumped into this trade. And I remember we said it was a trade that I personally took, and it was posted in the Telegram signals group. Now, if you look quickly, look at what we have over here quickly in front of us. You can see something rather unique. Here was an area of support. Even here is an area of resistance, but I was not interested in this area here. This is an area of support. Hopefully my hand is a bit straight. That's good enough. Here, another area of support. You can see we're having areas of support, and that's why we have this, our boxes that we drew. You could either use boxes, rectangles, or you could use horizontal lines to mark out your support and resistance. And if you're not already aware, we're very big when it comes to support and resistance. There are 1,000,001 ways to trade, but support and resistance is in everything. So if you're using Bollinger Bands, or you're using moving averages, or you're using even if it's Fibonacci as a tool, or you're using RSI, MACD, whatever you're using, whether oscillators or trend indicators, fractals, alligators, just mention it. At the end of the day, they are all following one form of support or resistance, and that's the truth. Okay, so quickly now, just to show you the trade I was taking, and I would see, I'm going to try and do something for you guys. I'll see if I can switch over to the Telegram group, Signals group, where it was posted for us to have a look at. Yes, so that I can scroll and then show you that in a bit, right? Just for you to have an idea of what we normally do in that section. So I would also tell you how you can take advantage of that section as well and join us there. Okay, I have some comments coming in. I'll scroll down now. Let me just explain this, my reason for the trade. And if you guys remember, Tuesday on the fundamentals that we looked at, Tuesday was what set off the strength for the dollar. And then for GBP USD was what set off, or even Euro USD, anyone that has USD as a second currency, this was what set off the bearish move at the end of the day, right? So let's do something again. Let me press my Control Y. You can see this is 30 minutes. 21st, this was 21st, right? So from 21st was what set off the bearish move. From the 21st, you can see 22nd, and then we jumped in here, and then decided to drop and drop. This was where I got out. I got out at this place here. This was my final take profit here. But even at this final take profit, we had one lower over here. With the one lower, if we decide to, let me clean all of this up. If we decide to move to the left, you can see that it's finally got to this point. That means that you could have even made more profit. For me personally, once I get something, I need to be satisfied with it. If not, you are going to allow greed to creep in. And I can tell you for a fact that we are all greedy. I'm sure you would agree with me. You might say, no, I'm not greedy, but the truth now is that we're all greedy. It's all about reducing that level of greed. And trust me, you'll be good to go in this business. So as we're all greedy, we need to see how we can be reducing that greed factor, and our trading, trust me, you are taking it to the next level. So this was one trade that we took on the GBP USD that worked nicely. And then this is the Euro GBP I took as well. And you can see what we did here. This was also on Tuesday. I remember I said I missed out on some trades on Thursday. So this one's, I just held them till Wednesday, Thursday before getting out. This was one again. If you look at the Euro GBP here, you can see some things happening here, some things happening here, support. You can see it broke out, came back. Here was now resistance. And this one happened very fast. You can see this candle here, right? This one happened very, very fast. And to the best of my knowledge, this was based on euros, right? I forgot to check what was happening based on euros, but it was not a scheduled news. It was not on the Forex factory. So it must have been something that was breaking, but I didn't check. I don't know why. Probably I'll still check over the weekend, do some investigation on what happened with respect to euros. Because after this one, pounds later did its own news and then it reacted as well, right? But this one, to the best of my knowledge, is based on euros. Something happened based on the euros, and then you had a lot of euro pairs, right, react in this manner. So this was another trade that we took, right? And we got out over here quickly. This was very fast for this week. Got out over here. It even went further down and then formed a new support here. But don't forget, don't let greed creep in. Don't let greed keep creeping, I repeat. And also, this same area that is supposed to act as resistance, I had plans of entering here, but the risk to reward ratio was not the best. The risk to reward ratio was not the best. It's not every trade you're going to take. Whether it has gotten the support to buy or it has gotten to the resistance to sell, it's not every trade you are going to take. You're also going to factor in your risk. What's your risk in pips? And what is your take profit in pips? If it is not giving you the right proportion that you want, then I'll just advise not to take it. And this is what happened. I didn't take it after. I could have easily jumped in again on the resistance, but it didn't fit the bill. Excuse me, it didn't fit the bill, and then decided not to. And you can see that it struggled for a while, and then it seems to be going back to this next area here of resistance, looking from this side over here. But of course, today is Friday. I would not be placing any new trade within an hour or so, going into the end of the what's the name, into the end of the week, right? So this market roundup is actually a good one for everybody so that we learn from each other. And that's what we're saying. Which trades did you take? Let's look at them together. We're showing the trades that we took, and then we'll also give you some more things to look at from a higher time frame perspective as well. Because going into next week, what are we expecting next week? That's one question. So let me scroll down. Let me read the comments I had earlier. I'm just scrolling down now. Let's see. Okay, Christian now said amount you are trading with. What's the amount you are trading with? Okay. I think you're answering the question from Stephen Ojo. Not the amount you are trading with. Liquidity. Liquidity is the availability of cash, right, in the market. So you might hear liquidity is low, liquidity is high, and so on, right? Liquidity is the availability of cash. You're more or less on the right track. Amount, it has to do with money at the end of the day, right? So I'm going to address that question from Stephen Ojo. Stephen Ojo said, I do not fully understand. I learned about it in this morning's class. Okay. Otimano said, can I send my GU so maybe you ship in some things? Oh, shipping. Oh, chipping. Okay. Yeah, sure. You can send it. Sure. You send it. I should be able to receive it here. Or where do you want to send it? If you send it, I can always quickly open it up and share it with everybody so that we look at it together. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to scroll all the way up to the beginning. If hopefully I've not missed out on any question. If I have, please let me know. I want to quickly address one of Mr. Steven that said, sir, I learned that the reason why the market keeps hitting my stop loss and starts going in my favor is liquidity. Can you talk more about this? Now, I really don't understand what exactly you're trying to say here, but let me explain the reasons why your stop loss will get hit and then it could go in your favor at the end of the day. Let's use this chart. Let's even use this chart that is in front of us, right? Because this happens to me at times. Let's assume you place a trade here to sell, right? And your stop loss is over here, right? Can you see this high over here? This high toward the stop loss. So most likely it might even knock you out. It will knock you out and then the trade goes in your original direction based on your analysis, but without you. What does this mean? Once you see this, once you notice this, first of all, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? Your stop loss is too tight. Number one, your stop loss is too tight. So please write down these things, Mr. Stephen or Joe, and for every other person, hopefully you learn something from what we're saying here. That's why we're always saying, let's comment, let's ask questions, let's be together for the time that we have together, and then let's learn together. Some of us are coming in late, not a problem. This recording will be posted on the YouTube channel. Don't forget, guys, follow us on all our social media handles. Follow us on all our social media handles. Number one, on all our Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and also follow us on the YouTube. On the YouTube, it is 10 Trade Africa TV. So follow us on all our handles, and then you will get to learn, you get more information, and so on. Very key, very, very important. I can see people have just joined us. You're a bit late, so you can watch the recording when it is uploaded after we finish the session. And don't worry, it's a market roundup. So if you are already a trader, if you are trading, you traded this week, let's know how your trading was. How was it? Was it profitable? Did you have a little loss? Hopefully, you did not crash your account. Hopefully you did not crash your account. But if you did, or you had some serious issues, let us know now and then we'll see what we can do for you. We are here to help you. And trust me, 10 Trade has your interest at heart, right? And that's the truth. I can tell you a little bit about my trading. I think I said sometime last week that we should have a session during the weekend or so where we just rub minds. I can give you stories about my trading, how I started, what changed my thought process. You can see I'm not using a video. My video is not on. When I turn on my video before, I don't know that you guys remember, I have beards. I've kept beards for a while, mustache and so on. Back then, I had beard for years. Back then, when I used to crash accounts years ago and all, after one time, I started pulling my beards out of, I was angry with myself. let me stop there. That's a story for another day. But basically, because of things were not going according to plan for me, I was not happy. So I had to find a way to make some adjustments. And it's a good thing I'm here and we're sharing this information with you of how to trade the proper way. Right? So first things first, based on this one for Stephen Ojo, first things first, you need to look at, please write this down to Stephen Ojo and every other person. Number one, your stop loss most likely would have been too close. Number one. And one thing I also want to also state is this. When you set a stop loss and you say your stop loss is 20 pips based on your calculation, your stop loss is 20 pips, right? But what about the spread? There's spread based on the different instruments. Let me give you an example. What if the spread is 2 pips, right? If your spread is 2 pips and you are setting a stop loss of 20 pips, that means that this 20 pips is not 20 pips anymore. It is actually 18. I don't know that you understand. It's actually 18 pips that you set over here. 18 pips meaning that the 18 plus the 2 pips spread is already inside. So this 20 is not exactly 20. I don't know that that makes sense. Let me tell you the solution based on this thing I just mentioned now, the solution that I came up with for myself personally years ago. I started putting what is known as a buffer. I started putting in a buffer for my stop loss. Now, this buffer simply means that when I want to set 20 pips, I could add 5 pips or so to it. I could add an extra amount of pips to it. That was my own buffer, right? And that was my buffer, right? That was my buffer because of a few reasons. Number one, because of the spread. And then number two, because of whipsaws. You could have whipsaws. It could be at a period when news drops, high impact news drops, and then the spread can easily what? The spread can easily increase. So I put a little buffer at that point in time. Now, do you also know that spread can also increase at the close of each day? The market is going to close in like 2 hours thereabouts, or 2 hours, 16 minutes or so. Now, when the market is going to close, take note of the spread now. Spread is simply the difference between the buying and the selling prices. The bid is for selling and the ask is for buying. So when you look at the spread, or let's even do something for you. You can decide to come over here to columns and put in spread, and then it shows you the spread over here. The single digits are known as the pipette. Double digits, like this 11, is 1.1 pips. So that is 11 pipettes. Right? Remember we said, join us at the beginner's class. You'll be taught all of these things and you'd understand much better. Right? So you don't say, oh, the spread of 10 trade for Euro USD is what? Is 7 pips, 6 pips. No, please. It's not. This is actually pipettes, and this is even very small, right? Now, one thing I also tell traders, look, it's not even about the spread. Because truth be told, if you do not know how to trade, that's where I'm going to. If you do not know how to trade, no matter the broker that you are trading with, most likely you will not make money. It's all about knowing how to trade. The spread is just charges for the broker, and its charges for 10 trades are very low, right? Competitive, they are. Low, they are. And trust me, it's not about the spread. That's why I first of all asked Mr. Steven, what do you understand by that liquidity, right? Because when you say you heard, where do you hear from, right? The truth now is that the explanation we have given you going into next week, let me lower my voice, guys. That's why we said something earlier today, that the purpose of this market roundup is to discuss the market for the week that can easily help you to improve on your trading for next week. Stephen Ojo, take note of these things that we have mentioned, the aspect of the spread, the aspect of the buffer, and aspect of news, because the spread can increase during news period and can also increase at the close of each day. Take note of these things. Next week, come back and tell us how your trading improved, especially because you said that your trades get knocked out. That means that you got the direction, quite all right. It gets knocked out and then goes in your favor after. So when you do that, when you do this one that we have said, come back and give us your feedback. We'll be here, right? And of course, you will say thank you to 10 Trade. That's what we want everybody to achieve. We want you to achieve confidence in yourself. We want you to achieve better trading results and all. Okay, let me scroll down. I might have one or two more comments coming in. I think I might need to be reading comments immediately so that they're flowing with what we're saying, but I don't always want to break what we're saying as well. Awotu Emmanuel, can I send my GU? Send your GU, please. Let me know how you're sending so I can quickly open it up. If it's on Telegram, tell me which of the groups on Telegram or how you want to send it so I can quickly open it up. I will look at it together. Okay, Christian said, noted, sir. Stephen just said, I am, sir. Okay, taking note. And somebody sent me a private message. Okay, I believe I can read this. I believe I can read this private message out. I had to read it inside me first of all, just in case it's for only me. So somebody says something, and the person, please, I won't mention your name, but you can also do a copy and paste and let everybody see that whatever you say is for everybody. Only if you're trying to catch my attention alone, then I'll not say it out. So somebody says something. Sorry to disturb you, sir. Please, how do we calculate the pips? It really give me a hard time. Please, the person that said that, I don't want to mention your name yet, but please, you can copy and paste and post that for everyone to see, please. Post that out for everybody to see without an exception. So I've read it out, I'll read it out again, but I won't mention the name. Okay, so sorry to disturb you, sir. Please, how do we calculate the pips? It really gives me a hard time. Based on the time available to us, I might not be able to easily do that now because it takes a little calculation to calculate the pips, right? Based on the stop loss and also based on the take profit. But we did this week during the beginners workshop, and we'll also do it next week. So please, you can contact your account manager, or you can look out for when we'll be posting the information for next week's what's the name? Next week's beginners workshop, where we talk about how to use the MetaTrader 5, how to use the platform to open, close, modified trades, how to analyze the market, and so on. So please, guys, when coming next week, please also do what? Drop this link on your WhatsApp status, on your Twitter, Facebook, everywhere. Let us have more people that join us. It's very key, very, very important. Let's have more people that join us. So somebody's asking for the link for the Telegram group. I'm going to post that up now. I'm going to post the link on the Telegram group. Just a second, please. I'll just fetch that out and post it up for you over here. Then let me scroll up. Meanwhile, this is not the link for the signals. I'll give you more information on the signals shortly. 10 trade Telegram group. So I just posted the link there for the 10 trade classroom, so you can join that one. Sorry, just trying to see I didn't miss out on anything. So for the person that asked the question about the pips calculation, please join us in the beginner session and invite a friend who would shed more light on that for you and for everybody. If you're interested in the Telegram group, I repeat, if you're interested in Telegram group, all you have to do, I'm going to review that to you. Sorry, I also want to fetch the YouTube link now. This is the YouTube link, so that you guys, if you're not following us on YouTube, do well to follow us on YouTube, and that's the link over there for the YouTube channel. Subscribe, turn on the notification bell so that you get an alert when we drop new videos, most likely on a daily basis. And then don't forget to watch the videos, like, comment, do all of those. And then if you have any questions, you can comment below as well. You haven't dropped the GU link. You haven't done that yet. Okay, I also said I'm not telling. Can I send it there? Okay, yeah. So I just sent you the link so you can quickly join. Let me know when you drop it because I'm not looking at it now. I want to still try to talk about one or two other things with respect to the trading for the week as a roundup discussion. Before we round up, let's look at this quickly. Now for the weekly, right, because always go to start with the weekly analysis, right? Weekly point of view of the market. It will give you like a clearer direction of what we should be expecting, what we might be expecting for each new week. Very key, very important for us to take note of. So now look at this. Let me do this quickly. just a quick second. If you look at what we have right in front of us, right, you can see that the market hit this level here. You can see the market hit this level. I'm just going to map it out here so that we can see what we're trying to do. And this was as a support. You can see everything we're having here. It's always good to look to the left-hand side, and then you get more information. And then look at what we had over here. If you look at this candle here, I hope you can see it properly. This major candle, this was the candle that set off, listen to this, guys. This was the candle that set off the down move on this Euro USD. And this candle, you can easily say it is more or less an engulfing, a bearish engulfing. You can see this was from 1, 2, 3. So it was about 3, 4 weeks ago. So at the beginning of February, this has been cooking up. So going into the future, right? Because we are looking at this also to see how we can take advantage of next week trading based on the directional bias. See how we can take advantage of this going into next week. So based on trying to take advantage of this, where do we think it will be going to within the next 1, 2, 3 weeks? This area here, you can see here was support, here resistance. So most likely we should be heading to 1.0330 sooner than later. And then I tell traders, don't be surprised if we get to this point over here, 0.95. Remember last year, we were talking about parity. Euro USD has gotten to parity. Parity simply means 1, where 1 euro is equals to 1 USD. That's what parity means, right? So who knows? We might as well get to this lows from last year of about 0.9570 area. Let's see. Now, what if you are able, from what we have done now, you're able to now get a trade next week, maybe on the hourly time frame. You could easily be in profit and maybe even hold it for the long haul, right? Because if you can do that, that means that you are using a small stop loss for this amount of take profits, This would be a fantastic trade at the end of the day. I also have you dropped the chart. Sorry, I think I need to quickly scroll up and look at what you guys posted earlier. Solomon Musa said AUD USD. Do you want us to look at AUD USD? Today is Friday, TGIF, and it's almost 9 p.m. So we try as much as possible not to take much of our time, and then also not to make the recording of this to be too lengthy, so that you guys can watch all the recordings from Monday to Friday today over the weekend, right? We had the recordings on different aspects of the business. Toby Okunoga was also taking some, so you can watch them as well. And trust me, they would all help you out, right? So now, look at this now, AUD USD. Let me clean up this chart as well. Sorry, let me clean this chart up. And then let me just switch this one. Okay, I'll try to switch. This is weekly. Let me just switch over here. Let's use this chart. No, let me look for a clean one. Okay, let's use this one, and I put up AUD USD. I'll just drag it in, release. So AUD USD for the week was down. So what exactly do you want us to look at, Mr. Solomon Musa? What exactly do you want us to look at for AUD USD? And gold too was down. Remember, we already did a summary of this based on what's the name? Based on the dollar strength for the week. If you want us to just look at this and just drop some levels, I can drop a level here. This was like a pocket, small support here, right? And then the market went up. So this was a level here. Oops, sorry, I didn't draw that well. So the level here. Sorry, I'm trying to rush this. I hope you can see the levels as we are also drawing them. Here was the level here, right? And this was even the level that started the drop for this week. If you look at what we have here, you can see we are drawing this because of this support. This breached out, but all the same support came back, acted as resistance. They came out here. This new week came out here and taught there for resistance, right? The other side, resistance here, resistance, and then all the way down based on the dollar strength, right? So that's just a quick one for AUD USD. I'm not really sure what you want us to look at based on AUD USD. And then gold, you mentioned gold, that's from Mr. Christian. This is gold over here. So we're going to also do our markings here and do something like this from here. Just quickly mapping out some areas of interest here. using our eyes to quickly map out these areas here, we can easily say that was the area that started it all, right? So let me just show you something here quickly. Look at what we are doing here. So you can see we had about 3 opportunities, one here, another one here, another one here. So probably this must have been Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and about 3 opportunities on the gold to sell and then take it down to where it is, also based on dollar strength. Okay, let me quickly switch and read the comments I have here before we round up. We'll be rounding up within a few minutes. And one question I want to ask you guys, I want to ask you these very important questions. I'll ask the question now and then you guys can answer. Now, the question is, what can we, 10Trade, do for you that would help you to improve? I repeat, what can 10Trade do for you that would help you to improve on your trading? We would like to know based on that question that we asked you, and then also help us to answer this little survey. It's going to help us as well to see how we can improve on a few things that we're trying to do for you. So that is the link, right, for the survey. So guys, please do us well to use that link I just dropped and answer. It's just take about 2-3 minutes, just answer a few questions on the survey. Let's see. Okay, I also said done, sir. Okay, you dropped it on the, okay, sorry, let me just quickly switch over to there and see whether I could open that up. You dropped 3. Will I be able to look at the 3? Would we be able to look at the 3 now? Okay, this is what I'm going to do. Let me do this for you, for everybody. I'm going to quickly switch over to the Telegram group where he dropped that, so you guys can see it and then we can all join as well. So I'm going to switch over to the Telegram. So this is the Telegram here, as you guys can see. I hope you guys can see. Let me know if you can see Telegram group. I'm going to scroll up and down on the group as well, so you can see the little things that we've been posting for a while. This is the Telegram 10Trade classroom. It's free for everybody to join. I would also, time permitted, show you the one for the signals, maybe 1 or 2 of the trades signals that were posted earlier and how they fared. So this first one, I'm not sure which one you want us to look at exactly. Maybe you could explain, because at times this could also be done easily during the market briefing, in the mornings. And Toby was also conducting that. In the mornings, we're conducting the live market sessions, trading sessions, where we're looking at charts. It's always good if you join in the morning, and that usually happens 9 a.m. You join in the morning, when we look at charts together and then try to trade them together as well. Okay, so I'm not really sure what you want me to look at. Okay, but let's click on one. Let's just click on one and then let's look at it together. So this is one. This is GBP USD as you've posted. This is your own chart. Maybe you might try and give me more comments, because I don't know what exactly you want me to look at. I can see that this is GBP USD and this, and it's going down. Okay, what else again? I've already explained this, so maybe if you let me know what exactly you want us to look at within the little time that we have, then maybe we can. Else, we continue with our discussion and then we call it a day. And before we call it a day, please, guys, we've dropped the Telegram group for you all to join, the one I just showed you now. We've dropped the YouTube channel for you to also join us as well. I'm going to drop the Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter now. Follow us on all our social media handles. And I've dropped the remaining now: Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Follow us on these ones. A quick question for you guys. What can 10Trade, guys, listen to this. What can 10Trade do for you in order for you to improve? We want to know what we can do for you, how we can serve you better in order for you to improve quickly, as we'll be wrapping up now in the next minute or two. We don't want to make this video too lengthy, right? And we hope that you've gotten value. We hope that you've learned at least one thing. If you learned one thing, then we're good, right? We hope that you've learned at least one thing. You've gotten value from this, our market roundup for this week, right? So hopefully, against next week's market roundup, our trading would be much better. We'll be able to obviously place better trades, be able to manage them based on our stop loss placement. I think that was Mr. Stephen Ojo with the buffer, the spread in mind as well. So also, let me just drop this here as I've dropped the survey, I've dropped the social media handles. If you have a quick question, feel free to ask us. Please, guys, do us this favor and answer the question that I asked. We asked a question, it is for you and not necessarily for us. We asked a question, how can 10 trade help you better? It seems when we ask the question, we don't really respond. I don't know why, right? And trust me, there's a different way that I could conduct these sessions. I could conduct the sessions without asking questions. Meaning that during the sessions, I just give you the information. At the end of the day, I'm gone. But we ask these questions for it to be interactive and to help you. Do you want to be helped? There's one thing that I say at times, and that is, the truth now is that our sessions are free. They are free and they are very powerful. The morning sessions this week, the afternoon, evening sessions, they have all been very powerful. You can go back and watch them on a YouTube channel. As they have all been powerful, they have all been free. You did not pay anything. But the truth now also is that, I don't know, you probably, hopefully would agree with this. You know, when you pay for something, you pay more attention. You are more involved when you pay for something. Maybe because, I'm laughing, maybe because we didn't pay anything for these sessions. Or should we put a price tag to our sessions? Yeah, maybe you could, be better in tune with what we're doing. Maybe I could talk to the management of 10 Trade and then add something for you to be here, for you to gain the tips and tricks that we're dropping. You pay for it. Some of us have paid for training before. I'm just joking, don't worry. Before you guys start to get scared, we're not going to do that, right? But we want you to be more involved. Do you understand? Now, one thing I also want to say is that some of us that are here with us, you have paid for one training or the other. If you have, please tell us that you have paid and how much you have paid, right? We're rounding up now. I can see some of us are already signing out maybe because of the time. Okay, so America Lucky said, I want Tentry to help me know which to trade. I want Tentry to help you know which to trade. Okay, please join us for the market sessions, the live market sessions in the mornings by 9 a.m. We would help you with that. You can also join us on the Signal group. For the Signal group, for you to join us on the Signal group, all you have to do is to fund your account with a minimum of $100. Fund your 10 trade account with a minimum of $100 and you join us in the Signals group. That would also help you. Now, if you want a one-on-one, if you want like a one-on-one 30-minute session, like with myself, all you have to do for that, to be eligible for that, is to fund your account with a minimum of $500. You know, we're saying fund your account. We're not saying pay us. Fund your account with a minimum of $500. It's in your account. But you'll be eligible for a one-on-one 30-minute session where we'll talk about different things that could help you out. Step-by-step process to trading. We'll talk about the trading plan, how to set one up and implement it, and how to keep records of your trades, trading journal. So we're going to help you out with a lot of things. If peradventure you come on board for the one-on-one 30-minute session. If you're interested in any of them, type now that you're interested in the signals or you're interested in the one-on-one 30-minute session. Let us know, and then we'll see what we can do for you, right? Hope we understand. Okay, I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to scroll down and then read the remaining comments that we have here. Okay, America said on particular time. Okay, Solomon said need a session on FIB. FIB, what is FIB? Is that Fibonacci? If you need a session on Fibonacci, Solomon Musa, I would advise you for the one-on-one 30-minute session, fund your account with minimum $500 and you get a session, 30-minute session on this. We will put you through the FIB, how to draw it on your chart. The FIB is the Fibonacci, I believe it's the Fibonacci retracement, right? The Fibonacci retracement tool. We'll show you how to put it up on your chart, how to draw it, and how to use it to enter the market and exit the market. Fibonacci is a powerful tool. And one thing I always tell traders is, you might be wondering how we're able to know a lot about all of these things. At the very beginning, years ago, 10 years ago, when we started learning how to trade, we more or less learned everywhere. We're hopping from one to the other. So we have knowledge on a lot of aspects of the business. Okay, so someone said need a session on FIB, that should be Fibonacci, I believe. They said need a session on MT5 platform. Good. Please, would you be, Mr. Solomon Musa, would you be interested in the, what's the name? Would you be interested in the one-on-one 30-minute session? If anybody would be, please let us know, and we can see how we can slot you into a timing that favors you and TenTrade as well, and we can conduct that for you. You are asking now, and we're giving you the solutions. It's now for you to now take advantage of them. You are just going to fund your account with a minimum $500. Hop on board. We give you your Fibonacci, we give you your MT5 platform, and you are good to go. Okay, I said overall, what you are currently doing has helped to improve me as a trader. Keep it up, please. Thank you. Thank TenTrade. TenTrade brought you this on the platter of gold for free. So please, I want you to do something. There's something that people hardly do, right? I've been in the industry for years as well, and I noticed that people hardly thank their account managers. Number one, your account manager is like your middle person between TenTrade and you, giving you information, helping you with your account, with your deposits, with your withdrawals, and so on. So today is Friday. Of course, you could always send a message, or maybe on Monday on official hours, call your account manager and say, your account manager, thank you. I just said I should just do this. You can do this for us. I just called to say thank you. That's all. Thank you for your assistance. Thank you for the information you have been giving me so far. That's all. Just say only that. And trust me, that can easily make your account manager's day, right? And also if you deposit as well, right? But just call your account manager and then say thank you for the information, for the assistance, and so on, right? Okay, thank you, Mr. Solomon Musa, for that comment. I think you might probably, let me also drop my number just in case you guys want to chat me up. We can chat up, and then anything you need, you can reach out to me. You can reach out to your account manager. You can reach out to the person that sent you the link, your IB upline and all, and then we'll help you out. Okay, Solomon Musa said Fibonacci. Yes, thank you, Toby. Thank you, Tolu. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Mr. Solomon Musa is thanking everybody. And this is everybody. This is not everybody, right? On the TenTrade, your account manager. You didn't mention your account manager's name, right? Thank you, TenTrade. Awesome. So reach out and pass the information out. Okay, so I'm going to stop the recording now. I'm going to drop my number. That is my number. And please, you guys can chat me up on WhatsApp. Please chat me up. As I always say, I'm on a different time zone. So calling might not really be it for me. But once you chat me up in good time, I'll be able to reply all of you. As an example, your own day is ending. My own day is just starting based on where I am. So it has been a good one. So please, if you guys are interested in any of those offers that we mentioned, whether you're interested in the signals or one-on-one, or whether it is even materials or whatever the case might be, let us know how we can help you out, and then we'll see what we can do. So you can reach out to your account manager, reach out to myself, you have my number, you can reach out to Mr. Toby, you can reach out to Mr. Victor, you can reach out to TenTrade, and then we'll see what we can do for everybody at the end of the day. So we want to say a big thank you to everybody. Please help us with the survey. Let's get more feedback from everybody. And enjoy your weekend. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Get some rest. Look at the markets a bit with respect to this week and the next week. And trust me, it will be a good one for all of us. Okay, goodbye, everybody. Please, Mr. Tolu, where are you? I'm in country. Let's just say I won't be able to vote tomorrow. I won't be able to vote tomorrow. America Lucky Ori Sommer. I don't know what I pronounce that. America Lucky. Are you in America? Are you in America because of your American name? Maybe you're in America. I happen to be in Canada. Let me just answer you quickly because of time. I'm in Canada. So, okay, you said no. You're just using the name. Okay, no problem. So please reach out to us and then let's see what we can do for you. Don't forget the offers that we have given you. Once again, Signals group, Telegram group, if you're interested, let us know. One-on-one 30-minute session, let us know. If you need any materials, any specific thing that you need from us, 10 Trade, let us know and then we'll see what we can do for you. Thank you guys for joining us. Weekends, obviously, the market is not open weekends, but if you still need our attention, you can always send a message. Weekends is a time for resting for everybody, including your account manager and all. You can always drop a message to your account manager or to any of the 10 Trade team, or even to the person that gave you the link to join us. And we'll see what we can do for you, right? Much success to everybody, and we wish you the very best. Sorry, I think I need to stop this. Let me stop the recording first of all.